Yo.
Good evening, sir.
What's going on?
You tell me, brother. Just trying to get the sound check going. You using a mic or you going straight to the phone? Talk to me. How are we doing this?
This new, well, I don't know. You tell me, how does the audio sound on this iPad? Because it's like brand new. So
I'm gonna put. Let me turn my. Could you get a little closer? I don't know. You sound like you're a little far in an airy room. It sounds good though. It sounds good. So I don't want to make it. I just want to see if we can get it sounding better.
All right, me.
Oh yeah, you sound great.
Me.
Sound amazing, amazing. Can't even complain. Shit. So sound check is done.
All right.
So that's out the way, man. Bro, this has been a long time coming, man. I've been trying to get you on the cast for a while. I see you moving. This makes it even more exciting for me to have you on here. You get what I'm saying? You know my energy, so it's just like, yo, it's. And I just finished watching some bullshit, so I need to clear my mind and get a fresh palette on. You know what I mean? I just saw this new folding phone. Like, the future is here. I didn't think the future was coming that fast, but it's here. But before we get started, first off, let me introduce, and we just take it from there, because, you know, I'm about to keep it going like a regular convo. But it's your boy Piff Beats. It's a Daily HeatChecc Smokecast. We have a special fucking guest today. Pardon the cussing, but yes, that's how excited I am for this person to be on the show with us. But you can find me at Piff Beats on Instagram and at Twitter. And let's just get it started. We have a special guest. MentPlus is in the building. Round of applause.
Peace. MentPlus in the building.
building. Talk to the people. Tell them where they can find you. Social media, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. I don't know.
Yes, sir. You can find me at MentPlus, MENTPLUS _ on Twitter and Instagram. Same handle. at MENTPLUS _
Marvelous. So let's get straight right into it, man. I've been wanting to have you on here just to get your feedback on the overall music production, the way shit is going from the beginning to the direction where it's headed now, and just to get a little bit of the backstory of you, because I see you doing a lot of things. It's very inspirational, not just for myself, but for a lot of producers out there.
But thank you, sir.
Absolutely. The number one rule, like I told my boy the other day, I was like, yo, you can't be a hater, because I remember being in a room where cats would hate for no reason. I'm pretty sure we've all been there. It's like, damn, though, why are you?
Hey, I'm still getting
it.
I'm still getting it. I've been in the game for like close to 20 years, and I'm still getting hate.
Wait, and it's crazy. And wait, but there's no the part that's crazy that I told him is that I could understand if I'm getting the hate from, like, I don't want to say the hate is hate, so there's really no understanding. But it's like I'm getting hate from my peers. Like, people. That's the part that I'm like, come on, we in this together. Like, what? How do you talk to me on that? Because I didn't want to start there, but since we starting there, like,
let's get into it. Then. Let's get
right into it. So how do you tell me, talk to me.
All right. Well, at first, when I experienced that kind of negativity, you know, I used to get really upset. Like I used to take it personal, you know, and like it was like I was the type of person who was kind of a people pleaser, almost. Like, I wanted to please everybody, especially when you're making music, because, you know, when you're making music, you know, you're kind of self-conscious. You don't know if you're good enough and blah, blah, blah. But as years go by, you know what I'm saying, you develop this type of this self-worth, you know? Yeah. And it's like a common theme. Like, whatever you do and how you do, other people notice. So, excuse me. I used to always, get, upset every when I, get this next. I'm like, what is it me? Like, am I doing something wrong? Because I'm good at something. I'm good at making beats, and in my younger days, I used to be a little cocky, but time really humbles you. Like now, I'm all about teaching the kids now because I'm older now, and what I'm saying, I'm still making music, but it's but the common theme with the haters and all that, it's just I attribute it to them not evolving and them being in a different state of mind, and like I'm a strong believer in karma. So you got to kill them with the kindness, man. They come at you with negativity, you just got to hit them with the opposite, bro. Yeah. Like what you need? You need some coffee? What you need some greenery? Like what you need? Like, you know what I'm saying? And it'll catch the hater off guard because they want you to give that negativity back, and if you give them positivity, they because now I approach producing and just the overall music biz as me being always. I look at it as always being a student, always learning. Like it doesn't matter how long I've been at this. I teach my like I go by the mantra of just treat it as always being a student and always learning, man. Because I don't care how old you are or how young you are, you can always learn from everybody, man. Even the haters, bro. Word up.
Yeah, that's a fact. Even the hater, because I always say, like, when I see haters, or at least certain haters, they're just really fans in disguise, or at least for the most part.
True. That Twitter would expose everybody.
Yeah, talk.
Yeah, bro. That's Twitter, yo.
Yeah.
Like, I'll give you a perfect example, like, cause like I travel a lot, like, and I tour a lot to promote my own music or whatever, and like I've noticed in recent years, like the cats intentionally won't book me at shows because they think I would shine too much. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, nah, I'm just here to promote my music. I don't care about that cool shit anymore. That's back when I was in my younger days. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I don't really care. I'm just here to promote my music, play some beats, and be out. But it's still, people still approach with that negativity, man. So I just do my thing and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? It's like a perfect example. Like you have dudes now, and because being a producer, the network is pretty big, and people know, even though people pretend like they don't know a certain person, people know, like they friend know a certain person. So now it's like what I noticed that people do now is they won't mess with somebody publicly, but privately they'll mess with them. You feel me?
Oh,
like
that's the worst.
Like publicly on Twitter, like they're like, oh yo, nah, I don't really know that dude like that, but they all in your DMs trying to ask you questions and all types. Yeah, like I experienced that too. I just laugh and just. Man,
wow. Like, so you have people that publicly, on the like, yeah, that's my man, and and then slight. That's interesting because like, damn, fam, we was just, like that's...
yeah. We're real talk. Yeah, like that's why I treat everybody. This, unless you wrong me, like on some business shit, I treat everybody the same now, man. Like, cause I'm older now, and like like I said, time has really humbled the God for real. So I try to hit everybody with the opposite of negativity, man, for real, man.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Because I'm in it to inspire somebody, yo. I'm in it to inspire the kids now, or whoever comes in contact with me, yo. When I do a show or if I'm laying a beat down, I try to give it my all. Now I don't even try. I give it my all. Because I could be inspiring the next man, and maybe that man win a Grammy. You feel me?
Yeah.
And his Grammy speech, he probably mentioned me.
Wait, is that deep? Wait, but it's that deep.
Yeah, it's that deep, though.
Because, like, say it's not this day and age with the internet and production, it's
Right.
like you said, you've been in it 20 years, so I'm pretty sure we
No, not
remember.
like 20. I think more like maybe 15. 15. Well, close to 20. Yeah, close to 20.
We can round it off. It's cool.
Yeah, yeah,
But you
yeah.
know, but just to even say, you remember where the internet and the connectivity wasn't there, or the 6 degrees of separation wasn't as real it was, like, say, today. Because
True.
think about it, like
True.
now, like you said, your man knows somebody or knows of somebody,
Yeah.
and that's literally how it be these days.
Yeah.
It'd
And
be
all
like,
the and like, let's say if you're a new cat coming up in the game and they like, yo, you know this dude? Like, who is, oh, that's such and such man's. And if such and such man's is hot, they like, okay, I give him a chance, see what's up. But if nobody really knows the dude, whether he's talented or not, they won't mess with him because nobody knows him. And I think that's unbridled bullshit. You know what I'm saying? If you talented and you get down on the beats or whatever you do, if you got the talent, I think people should mess with you and fuck with your music regardless. You feel me? I don't like all that cool high school shit, man.
No, I agree.
Get off that shit.
Now, wait, with that being said, I think that's a good bring up because, you know, like I said, much respected because I see what you're doing and you're out here doing it and it inspires a lot of us. Now, going into these different markets or different places, how is that? Because, you know, I always felt that was also because, you know, you're not from there. You feel me? You're coming in there, and if you got some fucking heat, and you start slapping shit against the wall, you might fucking tear the roof off. And, you know, the hometowners, I don't want to say they're not going to like it because, you know, fans of the culture is always going to enjoy a good show. But, you know, the pick hats that's from the hometown, they're going to feel a type of way because you just came in here and tore this shit apart and dipped. Yeah, I'm out in like 8 hours. You give us 16 hours.
It was like, I didn't really get any negativity, but people were surprised where I was from. Like when I went to a couple years ago, I was in LA and I did a beat battle in LA and I actually won it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And they were like, "Yo, where's like I got family out there and I know a couple people out there." And my peoples wasn't surprised I won it, but like a couple people were just looking at me like, "Yo, who is this dude? Like, what's up?" Like, you know what I'm saying? So at first I got a little bit of negativity because they didn't know where I was from. But then after that, I kind of grew on cats because, yo, I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really in it to win it. I'm just in it just to you know, further my sound and promote my music, man. I'm not whether I win or not. I don't really care anymore. I just want to make good music, man. That's it, bro. That's it.
Yeah.
That's the mission.
Yeah, absolutely. Because, you know, the thing, times has changed. Like, you know, the evolution of hip hop, the direction, the way production is even being done now. Like, I look at a lot of stuff now. Like, I say this story, not even to go off topic, but it's like I was moving into my new apartment. This was like a few years ago. And I was moving in. I had, you know, I got a big record collection. Not as big as yours. I'm humbled. I will acquiesce to your collection at any time. You know, I probably got like a light 30 or light 28. You get what I'm saying? A few crates. But the point is, I'm walking in and there's this young kid, had to be like about 9 or 10. I'd say he was 7 or 8, you know, but just to put it around, he's like, I've never seen a vinyl before. I'm like, wow. Yeah. Wait, wow. You see, that's crazy. Our reaction was the same.
see that right there? That's when you take the kid, you go, let me show you something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you show him his first break. And then, yo, after that, that's the inspiration. That's that. And because that happened to me. You know what I'm saying? Before I became a DJ, like, I fell in love with the turntables, man. Like, my brother's best friend left, he needed a place to store his turntables while he. This is back when I was living with my mom's in Brooklyn. My brother's best friend needed a place to leave his turntables, and he left them at the crib. So I was messing with it. I was 9, 10 years old. You know what I'm saying? And yo. It was love at first sight, man. Like when I was fucking with the turntables, bro. It was like, yo, I gotta get records. I gotta do this. And this was a kid that was listening to Red Alert every Friday night religiously, every Friday. Like Red was like the driving force behind me being a real like DJ. You know what I'm saying? Because and seeing those turntables, like see that story you told me, like, yo, all it takes is that you seeing that one thing that amazes you, and all this stuff happens because of that one moment. You know what I'm saying? So you probably you inadvertently probably like inspired that kid to be like a avid record collector, DJ, producer, all in one right there, just by telling them just by showing them records. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's deep when you break it down like that.
Yeah, man.
Because you know, like like you said, it doesn't happen on purpose, but when you see like the effect of it and how it transcends, it's like, wow. Yeah, I've never seen a record before, and like, boom, I seen one, boom. Now I need to find out what was so fascinating about them, and then the kids just keep going. You're right though.
Yeah, man.
Excuse me. But now that's interesting when you break that down, because I always want to know, or I ask everybody, how did they fall in love with hip hop, or what was their introduction to it? Because you said you was bumping Red Alert. Now, was it the Red Alert that got you into hip hop? Let me rephrase that. Not more say the hip hop. What got you into the production? Because there's people who listen to hip hop for years and never get a creative bone. Yeah. You know.
Yeah.
So what got that?
Because as far as hip hop, we gotta go way back to when I was living in East New York, Brooklyn, and you know, pop locking, you know, break dancing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, I was doing all that. I was like,
oh wait, so you was a b-boy too? Hold on.
Yeah. Yeah, I was 6, 7 years old, pop locking the Planet Rock and all that, yo, on the radio.
Oh, yeah.
I was doing all that, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like the train go by, me mad graffiti on the train. You know what I'm saying?
So you was sparking up too, or you was just you?
Oh yeah.
Oh, so you was all five pillars. You was all pillars of hip hop. Hold on.
No doubt. No doubt, man. Yeah, I've seen a lot when it comes to hip hop, man. I've seen a lot. I've seen how it changed over the years too. You know what I'm saying? There's still hope, but you know, so I have to admit that some of the key elements are either on life support or it's dying, and you know, us as gatekeepers, as the true lovers of what we do, because I'm a like, I would consider myself a hip hop purist, but I'm also open to evolution too. You feel me? So, but I've seen it change over the years. But yeah, man. But as far as getting like what got me first into production, because I was I'm still a DJ too, but I'm a DJ first and producer second, and I've collected records for a very long time. But what really got me into production was the fact that, like, a lot of these hip hop records I used to buy, they used to have acapellas on the singles. Like, you remember the singles back in the day?
On the B
like,
side.
it'd be like the main song. It'd be like the clean version.
Mm-hmm.
The B side would have
Acapella,
either another song or instrumental or the acapella.
Yep.
So I'd be like, yo, I got a lot of these records like this. Like, I still own some, and they'd be like, yo, I should make a beat with my own beat with their own vocals. So I used to do.
So wait, hold. That's just how it literally happened. I just want to make sure you just like, yo, I should just make a beat.
Yeah, just for
crazy.
Fun though.
All right,
for fun, like to play at parties, like to play my own version of the song that was popular out. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, this was my beat making process actually. I had either a 8-second or 12-second Gemini sampler, because back in the day I used to own a Scratch Master. It was a Gemini Scratch Master. It was a turntablist mixer, a 2-channel mixer with a 12-second or 8-second sample on it. So, you know, you could
setup.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you could sample the record that you're playing and just scratch all day. Just scratch.
I see what you mean. Yep.
But I was using it for other things. Like I was taking like because a lot of the scratch records used to have breaks on them. Mm-hmm. So like I used to have take like Substitution or a James Brown record or something like that, and like loop the drum parts and then just scratch over that. But then I used to take like because I used to have like a lot of my like my mom's old records or whatever, and I used to have I used to take like, you know, like little samples like melodies or whatever, put put it over the drums and then like make like 5-6 minute beats.
Just real side, but I stole all my mom's OG records when I started making beats. Wait, that's what I'm saying. It's funny because it's the real shit with me. My mom till today is asking me, "Where's my Diana Ross and Michael Jackson?"
Oh, yeah, it was crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? Like the beat tapes, there used to be only one beat, but the beat be like 5 minutes. Like I used to take what I used to do was multi-track and take I used to make the beats with like 2 tape decks, and then shortly after that I had a
wait, you had the drum loop in one deck, and the second deck you'd be recording it?
The second deck I was recording it, and that's before I got because I used to be tired of using the same drums, so then I picked up like one of those old Roland DR202 drum machines, which I still own to this day, and I used to just program the beats live, and hit the 12-second sample every 4 bars or every 8 bars or whatever to keep it all beat or whatever. Yeah, that's how I used to make my beats.
Oh wow.
Yeah, man.
Wow. Wait. You know the thing that's crazy, because I had a similar process in the beginning. I'm not gonna lie. I was right on the cusp of the analog digital era, so I had a taste of the analog, and then they showed me the benefits of digital, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I skipped out. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go here. But then I got an MPC, and I was like, fuck that. I'm gonna go back. But but the point is that hearing that is very fascinating, because, like I said, you came up, you were straight analog. There was no, eventually you went to digital, but I'm just saying, when you see the production.
It was hard at first, though. It was hard for me, man.
I can imagine.
I was a purist, man. Like to tell you the truth, the thing that, like you said, the thing that changed everything for me as far as production is when I bought my first MPC 2000 in 1999. That shit changed, because it made everything so easy, like the creative process. I didn't have to keep going back and forth between the 2 tape decks, and it was just plug, play, sample, chop, let's go. You know what I'm saying?
You was good to go. Had everything you needed right in the box.
Yeah.
Everything. Yeah, especially when you look at it from the programming point of view. Like, you get what I'm saying? That actually, you was able to sequence. You know?
Yes.
So that actually made it a lot more intuitive when you came down to actually structuring songs.
Yeah, man.
So that's interesting. So when you look at the process then, and let's fast forward now, that's what, 20 years ago? 99, 2009, 2019.
Yeah. But I wasn't serious yet, though. I wasn't serious yet, because in 99, like, what this one record, let me tell you something, man. This one record I heard, bro, that kind of said, I gotta take this beat shit serious. Because I was playing around in the 90s, like when I was in high school, and this one record changed. Like, I gotta start making beats, yo. It was a Slum Village record, but it wasn't Slum Village at the time. It was a bootleg that my man got from Fat Beats, because it wasn't my record. That I later on bought the record, but the name of the record was J88. It was a white label, and for people that don't know, that was Slum Village's old group name before they changed the name or whatever. I believe, and it had that I Don't Know on there. It had I Don't Know. It had Get This Money, and it had the one joint with Batin, where he sampled. It was there was 2 Herbie Hancock samples on the record, and the other song where that JD flipped the Herbie Hancock sample. Yo, dude, when I heard those 3 beats, because on the flip side was the instrumentals, yo. I must have burnt the hole in that record listening to them beats, yo.
Wow. Okay, so
shit is crazy.
So that was the turning point.
Yeah, that was the turning point when I was like, yo, I'm gonna lock myself in my mother's basement and learn how to use this MPC. Even though I don't know what my man was using on the J88 record at the time. But I was like, yo, I gotta make beats like that, yo. Or I just gotta make beats, period. You know. When I heard that record, that particular record, when I heard that particular record, that bootleg 12-inch from Fat Beats.
You know what's crazy though? Because now that puts in
Yeah.
perspective. Your R.I.P. Fat Beats as well. But now,
Yeah, we're rest in peace. Yeah.
this because there's a lot of history when you're breaking it down from there. So after hearing that,
Mm-hmm.
how could I word this? Let me try to find a metaphor. How big or hot was the fire to make beats? Because it was like, yo, I gotta do something. I gotta make a name. I gotta make some noise. Because now it's going. You got that inspiration. Because how
Right.
could I put it? Like when I heard, I forgot when I heard the Ninth Wonder bootleg. I'm not even gonna hold you.
Ah.
That
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god, I lost my fucking noodle. I'm not wait,
Yeah.
and I was already making beats, and I was already hearing quality beats. I was already hearing, I was already a fan of my favorite producers of that point. But I only say that as I'm like, wait, niggas wasn't making beats like this.
Nah. Nah. Not at all.
You get what
Nah.
I'm saying? If that makes any sense, I was
Yeah.
like, his shit was wow. Like, what is it? Like,
Yeah.
but then again, like, just to put it in an example, that was like the fire for me. Like, yeah, I gotta change what the fuck I'm doing, bro. I'm playing games. Well, you know what I'm saying? I'm playing games right
Right.
now. Like, niggas ain't making shit like this.
Nah.
But not to go off topic though, but from there, what's the next step? I'm cooking it up. Do you like, I'm saying, what's the path of success? Are we doing the battles? Are we looking to get placements? Are we teaming up? Are we collabing? Let me know from that point, like,
Well, at that point in my life, I was making music with a local group, but at the same time, I was still learning this machine or whatever.
okay. Oh wait, so when you say making music, you was producing or you got bars?
No, I was producing. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. Nah, for me personally, it was being a DJ and making beats. That's how I was back then. That's how I am now.
Okay.
But even though now I'm more than just a hip hop producer. I produce multiple genres now. Like I'm into all types of shit now.
Absolutely.
So, but that's just for me learning. But let's go back. But yeah, like now it was like I was with this this local group down in North, the Urban Scribes or whatever. We did a couple shows or whatever, and I eventually branched off from them, and that's when I started really going online and going to the producer forums.
Okay.
And the first producer forum I was on, I didn't really post that much, but I was kind of like watching. I was one of those lurkers on the producer forums, and I was on Underground Hip Hop. I don't know if you remember undergroundhiphop.com.
Yeah,
forums.
that was a big one.
Yeah,
that's still kind of big.
Yeah. So I was on there for mad years, even before I got my first placement, which they were talking about on there. And
really?
It was crazy. So so I was on there like learning the tricks of the trade, and it's because of underground hip hop forums that I learned about that's how I got into beat battling. And because I saw a flyer for the bangingbeats.com beat battles in Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So shout out to Kurt, my man Kirk T, who used to run that. Yeah, man. But that's how I got like that's how I like started mastering the craft, doing those beat battles, man. Every month I go to Brooklyn and just battle it out. I win some, I lose some, but yo.
Yeah, no, you got to get those reps.
What it was. Yeah, man. Like that's how I came up through the beat battles. I credit everything to the beat battle, putting yourself out there, not locking yourself in that basement, but actually getting critiqued and actually battling somebody, battling other people, networking. You know what I'm saying? Going out there and doing your thing. I credit most of my success because I took that step of saying, like, you know what, like, I gotta get out here. I gotta do this.
No, absolutely. So now,
yeah, man.
With that being said, now as far as the beat battles, which ones, if you had to pick a top 3 or most iconic that that helped propel your career, which one would you actually, what would you say? Like, which one stood out the most?
That got my name really out there.
Yeah.
I would say the I Standard Producer Showcase. Yeah, cause that one I beat a lot of producers in that one. Like because I had like they were mostly with originality and like cause I competed quite a few times.
Okay.
And I competed in, let me see, '05 was the first time I competed, and the second time was 2007. And both of those years I made it to the championships. Both those years. And it's because of them I got my second placement is because of them, which was a big placement with the KRS-One placement.
Yeah.
That it's because of them. The KRS-One and Buckshot placement is because of our standard. That's how I got that placement.
Oh, you got to talk about that.
That duck down placement. It was crazy, like because when I made it to the championships and I was playing beats, like everybody was feeling me or whatever. And you know there was lots of A&Rs there, but I made sure that I brought demos with me, and I was just each A&R table had demos, and somehow Duck Down got somebody at Duck Down got one of my beat tapes, and that's how that came about. Like like they already recorded the song, and they just wanted to know where to send a check. Like it was just that crazy.
That's even better. That's even better.
Yeah, it was that crazy. Yeah, it was that crazy. But
oh wow.
That shit was alright though. It was dope.
So now dope. After the placement, 2007. Wait, did we win this one in 2007 or?
Nah,
okay.
nah. I just made it to the championships, man. That's
That's good enough though. That just proves.
Yeah, that's good enough for me, bro. That's it, bro.
No, absolutely.
Because I was at the point in my life like I don't want to like because to me winning isn't everything. I just want to be one of the dudes during the battle to have one of the hottest beats of the night. That's what I want. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know I'm guaranteed that at least. I don't care about winning. Like I really don't care. I just want to be the dude that's in the mix. That yo, that dude right there though, mad nice, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that I want that respect, you know what I'm saying? And with that respect comes, you know, the money come later, but eventually it will come. You know what I'm saying?
No, absolutely.
Yeah,
you said you got to get the reps, and I find that to be very vital because you know everybody wants it to work in the opposite. At least you know you put the work in, then it'll come, and then like you said, keep it organic as possible, and then it'll follow. Yep. And no, absolutely, I agree.
Yes,
so now, after the beat battles, you know, we progress through there, we go through time, and now, you know, that was a very iconic stage too, because you know the I Standard. Oh wait, this is 2007 I Standard. So now, did we do any more past that? Before I even fast forward,
I did battles here and there, but they weren't as big as that particular. Oh, actually, you know what? Before the I Standard, I also did the IPA also.
Yeah, those were pretty big. Yeah, those were pretty big in the beginning.
Yeah, those were pretty big also. I didn't, well, but when I competed in the IPAs, because I think I competed in either 2 or 3 of them, and I won one of them.
Okay.
I won one of them, and then but I don't think the year that I competed they had the actual championship, because I think at that time it kind of fizzled out. I believe so, because usually they take all the winners from that particular segment or year, and then they bring them all back for a championship. But that year the IPA didn't have a championship, so yeah, I just took my trophy and that was it.
Yeah.
And then and then at that point, that's when I started, you know, openly competing in the I Standard Producer Showcase, whatever. So,
okay.
And it was some big names there. It was like, you know, they had, you know, A&Rs from Bad Boy, you know, all the main labels or whatever. But and you know, I won my, you know, the battle for that night, but I wasn't really happy with the prize I won, because it's like they wanted me to go to Daddy's House Studios and play my joints, which I did. You know, I made it to the meeting. I showed up at Daddy's house with like 100 beats on a CD, like straight up. Like I played, we were in there for like almost an hour playing beats. It was crazy. They were like, God damn, you put. I was like, yo, I got more. Like, but they did something that kind of rubbed me the wrong way.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Which was like, I was in there, and they were like, yo, this is dope. They were like, yo, you mind leaving this CD here? And you hear that? You see that quiet? I was like, nah. So I kind of stepped off, bro. I kind of stepped off because I wasn't, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
None of my stuff was tagged.
Yeah.
Yeah. None of my stuff was tagged. You know what I'm saying? I was like, nah, yo. I probably messed up my opportunity to get more placements. You know what I'm saying? But hey,
I don't even blame you. I don't, because I'm not gonna lie to you. I told a similar story a while back, and I was like, look, I was like, I had a meeting with Def Jam. I'm not gonna hold you. I did it the old-fashioned way. I was out in front of the lobby. I was scouting niggas. I think I ran into fucking, what's his name? Fuck, I forgot his name, but this nigga was
A&R?
Yeah. Okay. I ran into Alamo, the A&R who gave me the meeting was managing or fucking True Life at the time. So it was a Spanish dude, Rob. But the point is, I got a meeting, I got in the building, I got my tag. I was like, all right, fuck, I'm in here. I was like, let's not shit the bed.
Okay.
Just like you said, I bought like 1,000 beats and shit. I had like 3-4 CDs, but I had beats.
Yeah, bro. Mad beats.
You get what I'm saying?
Beats.
So I'm in there. I'm like, yo, this is it. This is my chance. So I'm like, yo, I'm playing this shit. Niggas is fucking with it. They was like, yo, we looking for something for True Life and Fab. And literally they was like, yo, we fuck with it. Could you leave? They didn't say both CDs. Could you leave this CD?
Yeah, see?
I was
Red
like,
flag.
Red flag.
Red flag, bro.
I was
Red
like,
flag.
nah. I was like, I don't know. And just like you said, my shit wasn't tagged. I was literally from the block to the fucking building. They knew that. They knew that.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
Oh man, but that was crazy though. But it's just that let's just say hypothetically, let's paraphrase that they were vultures. That's crazy how shady the fucking music business is.
Because you could take a page out of Pete Rock's book. You feel me? And the whole Juicy story. You heard the Juicy story about Pete Rock?
Nah, break that down.
Okay, so Pete Rock did a beat for Biggie, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever heard the Pete Rock's version of Juicy, but Pete played it for Puff. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I think Puff asked for a copy or what have you, or somehow Puff got a copy of that. He had his mans do another version where they sampled, Juicy Fruit and this, that, and the but the cadence of the beat sounds exactly like Pete's joint.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And like I knew that walking into Daddy Studios, thinking like the type of atmosphere, like these dudes they're talented dudes on their own, but like ideas, like there's no idea that's new under the sun. Like they'll jack your style and not even give you no credit. You know what I'm saying? So I knew that going in there, and like when they told me to leave that CD, I was like, oh, the dog ears went up. Like, nah, they ain't gonna do me like Pete Rock. Shout out to Pete Rock though, that's my man.
Yeah, no, that's a fact though. But when you see that, because like, and I think we spoke about this on one of our live casts. It's like this is the shit that I feel like young artists, or at least where the direction the industry is going, because everything now is so microwavable. They're doing this there's cats that's doing that willingly. They're willingly sending you untagged beats. Put my shit on. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're doing it for no check, just to even put in their fucking Instagram bio. I produce for, XYZ.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait, you just produced like a platinum plus hit, or you produce something on a platinum selling album. You get what I'm saying? It's a lot deeper than that. Like I read stories all the time, and I'm like, wow, it's crazy. But the thing is, like I was saying earlier, I feel like they're just predators though. They know what it's hitting for.
Yep. Because they know that you don't know the business. They know that you don't know about publishing, mechanical royalties.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Copyright, trademarks. They know you don't know about none of that, especially like because of your age or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why every new young producer I run into, man, I tell them like, yo, you need to get this, that, and the third done. You need to start your LLC. You need to do this. You need to do that. I school them because, I don't want them to be like me. I want them to get their check, yo. Fuck that.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact. But then again, I look at it like, yo, this is just a crazy game, because then again, like it's not really designed for like for people to like you said, like they had like the Puffy situation, like they had somebody remake the beat. Like
Yeah.
like how could I put it? It's like I remember like in the early
And that
90s.
happened to Pete Rock twice, yo. That happened to Pete Rock twice.
That's wild.
Rock, yo.
That's wild.
That happened to Pete Rock twice, yo. That's why like that's like that's why I always say Pete Rock is the man, yo, because if he got his stuff blatantly stolen twice. So it must be, this man must be super talented. So that's why I learned some of my producing techniques from that guy, because and meeting him in person even boosted my confidence even more, telling him that he told me that he felt my style. Like I was like, yo, really? Thanks, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, and I don't know if
Oh, my bad. Yeah,
it happens.
Yeah.
But anyway, I don't know if it's happened to me per se, but it's just, dude, these industry dudes be jacking left and right, man. It's crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy, bro.
It's sad, because that's what the industry is built on. But when you see like how can I put it? It's like I was gonna say it was that in the late 90s or early 2000s, like the producer budget for some albums were crazy, or just the album budgets in general was crazy. We got X amount of thousand to spend on beats, or X amount of or $500,000 for a beat, or 200,000. And I'm just throwing these was numbers they were bragging about. People could pull the clips in the articles, like the source or whatever. Now I don't think they even try to spend more than a couple grand. And I'm only saying this respectfully, because I feel like they be sourcing most of their stuff from YouTube. Like when I look at a lot of stuff, say like today, or a lot of production that's come out over the years, it's like I feel like it's YouTube they're sourcing, and there's nothing wrong with sourcing it. These young cats need to get their name out, but this is how that cycle begins, or at least continues, and that's what I find to be detrimental. Like, what's your thoughts on that?
Man, it's
because it's a crazy cycle. They want to get heard. They got some hot shit. Because like just to build on that even better, the beat battle, I don't want to say they're dead, but they're dying out. They didn't take the same momentum as rap battles. Because I feel that's the way beat battles should have went. The same way the rap battles went. But now beat battles are kind of like taboo, and now we're looking at it at a standpoint: how do you get heard? How do you get out of your bedroom?
Well, there is something that took the place of beat battles.
Okay.
You want to know what that is?
Please talk to me.
Producer showcases.
But even that has come taboo nowadays.
Depends on where you go.
No, I agree. I agree.
Depends on where you go. Like, that's why I tour a lot. You know what I'm saying? I tour a lot because, like, I would say I have a fair following or whatever, but so there's obviously like a bunch of people around the world that's listening to my shit, thankfully.
Yeah.
But that's just through hard work and fucking promoting. But the way it's happening now is, especially out west and pretty much out west and up north and up in Boston. What's the move now? They still doing the beat battles up there too, and out west, and they still doing it, but it's more like producers that are like established mainly on the SoundClouds or the Spotifys or whatever. They have many thousands of or millions of plays on these platforms or whatever. Yeah. So these promoters use that avenue to fill up venues, so these producers can come through and play 30 to 40 minute beat sets. You know what I'm saying? Of exclusive shits, so these fans can get to know the producers.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And that's kind of like the move now or whatever. It's been a move for a while, but you're right, it is kind of slowing down, because now it's being exposed that people buy their numbers and buy their plays because some of these people, even though they have millions and millions of followers and plays online, they can't fill a venue with more than 3 people. So
wow,
yeah, man, that's what I've noticed. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, these are people authentic or the ones who's buying their views and followers?
The ones that are buying their views and followers.
Yeah, I agree. Because
because
you gotta have fans. You got that many people. You gotta have a few in this city.
Yeah, but nah, man. Like
that's interesting.
Nah, bro. Yeah, it's crazy.
So
really crazy.
I want to know what actually sprouted the touring, because when I say sprouted it, this is something I feel every artist should do. You know, granted, especially because, you know, this is a career. This is not just a hobby. This is something that you're doing,
right?
And, you know, and you make ends from it. Now, the point is that what inspired the touring? Because, like you said, you're going to these different locations, these different showcases, and like I said, that's very inspirational. But now, was that part of the plan to spread the sound, or was it because you saw that these venues were no longer here and this is where I had to be, or was it a catch-22 on both? How did that work?
Okay, well, it goes back to, well, actually, because after a while, chasing the bag of getting placements and, you know, because let's face it, as producers, we know that rappers, sometimes their timeline and your timeline of getting music out are like 2 ships sailing in a night. And bro, I know so many rappers who when you ask them, yo, you know about this dude named MentPlus? Oh my God, yo, his beats are so fire, man. I love to work with that guy. Oh really? But I sent you like mad folders. What are you talking about, bro? Fuck out of here, bro. Like, come on. Like,
yeah, you're right. Man. You absolutely right.
Over the years, even online, it's been a growing. Well, it's actually been around for a long time because I remember back in the day buying records of instrumental albums, and now that's a thing now. Now producers are making it albums without words now. You feel me? Like, and I put out a couple of projects where ain't nobody really rhyming on my joints. I got music videos without no rappers on them. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's a thing. Like, you know, we're musicians and we're just here to let the world know that I'm not saying it by all means. Like, I'm not saying you know, forget about the rappers, because you know their voice is like an instrument on anything. But I can't wait for another man to get closer to my success, or male or female to get to my success, man.
So
I'm a purveyor of my own destiny, so especially when on these beats, man. So like I put out my my first instrumental album back in 2016, and on High Water Music. I'm still on High Water Music now, and I'm about to release my second full-length album, because I released subsequently a couple singles between then and now, and I'm about to put out my my second album, The Archer's Paradox, in a couple of weeks or a couple of months. And this album is going to be different from the first one sonically, because I'm still going to have the hip hop instrumentals, but it's going to be more than one genre on there. And I have a few there's a few lyricists that I'm showcasing on there. You know, people from the underground, like you know, Kev, you know, like Kev Brown, Cal Bass D.
Okay.
The Booze Brothers out of Philly. You know, it's gonna be a
you got some cats up there.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be I feel real good about this album right here, because I'm doing. At first, when I you know, because you remember I told you time humbles you. So on my first album, I had a chip on my shoulder against rappers. You know, I was like, yo, I could do this on my own. But I was like, you know what? I want to give people variety. I want to grow. So I want to do the instrumentals, but I also want to let people know that, you know, I get down with rappers too. You know what I'm saying? Because this summer I put out a single with Planet Asia. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And it literally came out of nowhere. Everybody was like, yo, you did a record with Planet Asia? I was like, yeah, I did a record with Planet Asia. Yeah. Like, yeah, why not?
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely.
So I want to.
How did that come about too?
it was the head of my label, man. He because he pretty much knows everybody, like, because he's DJ Sucio Smash, and everybody knows.
Oh, shout out to Sucio Smash.
Yeah, shout out Sucio Smash. Like he pretty much had the world's famous record show that he took over for Stretch and Bobbito on 89.9. So, and everybody came through to that show, Squeeze Radio. Everybody came through Squeeze Radio. Yeah. So, oh wow. So that right there is like, that was pretty much how it came about. Like, it was like, yo, my man got these beats. What's up? They picked one, this, that, and the third. They wrote the verses, and that was it. This was history. Then we put it out. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of gave me the idea for my next project. Like, yo, I'm a reach out to some of my favorite lyricists or whatever. Okay. As well as have a bunch of instrumentals, and then, you know, that's gonna be on my next project, and that's gonna come to fruition really soon. Thanks to the people for supporting too, man. I can't do it without y'all, man, for real.
Absolutely. This is just beautiful, the creativity, and this is, like I said, it's still motivational just even hearing this. But
yeah, man.
How many tracks we looking at on this? And what's the sound? Because I heard you mention genres.
Yeah, multiple genres, bro.
So what is multiple genres? Because I'm not going to lie to you. Because wait, I'll tell you, I'll say this right here. If cats didn't know, I don't want to say I stopped doing hip hop. I still do hip hop, but I do a lot of disco now. That's my shit. And when I say disco, I got a lot of it's weird. It's just because when you listen to disco, I say this. I do a lot of music appreciation. Not even to go. Just a quick sidebar. Like, when you listen to different genres of music and see how they affected, like, say, the U.S. or different cultures, and it was like some of this music was just a lot bigger than just like beats and words. You know, like these was like a lifestyle. It was a culture for a lot of people. And, you know, when I started looking at like, say, hip hop now, that's a culture now. Your disco, Studio 54, all that. So much shit emerged throughout, you know, through disco. And but not to go off topic, but yeah, like, let me know what genres or what transcended these different genres. Tell me.
Okay. All right. Well, check it. For a long time, I actually really wanted to learn, you know, chord progressions, different types of chord progressions, because, you know, everybody knows me through, you know, they know me because of my chop game and how I do chopping records and doing all this stuff. I'm like, fine, but bro, you could chop for so much of the, you know what I'm saying, like the same breaks, and it's like to me, like I started really getting into music theory and chord progressions and playing chords and stuff like that. So with this new project, there's a lot of stuff that I actually, you know, like played, like, you know, with along with, you know, the chopping that I'm known for. But it's eclectically, it's just going to be a different album from the first one. For the hip hop purists, they're going to be satisfied for the beat making dudes in the basement wearing the ski mask and all that. They're gonna like it too. Like it's gonna be a little bit for everybody. And for the club kids that like to dance to house, the house records, they're gonna like it. They're gonna like it too. For the R&B cats, for the soulful cats, they're gonna like it too. Okay, you know so I did for this project. I did a little bit of everything, man. Like, and I'm grateful. I'll be able to put it out pretty soon. You know what I'm saying?
So what's pretty soon? We're looking for the summer, end of summer.
I don't know. I'm still in pre-production right now, man. Like I'm still in pre-production right now, like, cause but I don't have that much left, like, cause dude, every time I listen to the album, it's like I get idea and I go right back in to pre-production. So.
I know what that means.
Like, I know it's crazy. Like, but I'm on the mantra of you know, quality over quantity. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. But the thing is, I made the decision after I got back from California last time to use all my creative energy and just stop putting off finishing this album. Because the whole time I was in California with my wife, dude, I was making crazy beats, like, and posting them on Instagram every single day last summer.
Yeah.
And everybody was just like, yo, what the hell are you doing out there? Like,
I remember.
and I was like, yeah. And I was like, yo, okay, I need to stop doing that and finish this album because I'm wasting creative energy on, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I need to just finish this album. So that's what I, decided to do. And I got back home and I was like, look, I need to finish this album and just put all this inspiration into this album I'm gonna put out. So that's exactly what I intend to do.
Wait, but now I got a two-part question because I find this interesting because I don't know if you remember because I think I was either texting or DMing you. I thought you moved to LA for a while.
Well, that's actually where my wife is from.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like I'm out there like I didn't go this in this 6 month period, but every 6 months I'm out there like just networking and promoting my music, man.
Okay.
Because it's a really dope market to promote in. You know what I'm saying? Because you hit somebody up like, yo, I'm in town, I got this single out, hit me up. I need to perform at your venue. They be like, all right, and they just book me and I perform and that's it. And then from there, like another show fall in your lap, and another show fall in your lap, and another show fall in your lap. And whoever follows you on Spotify through that app, Soundkick,
yep.
They'll go to your Spotify and just click on your Spotify and then look to see what shows that you're or what state you're in if you're touring or whatever. They just next thing you know, you just run into your fans at your show and
just go from there.
This, that, and the third. So that's how I've been doing it, man. Yeah.
No, so. I find that interesting because now the second part of the question was, did the inspiration come from LA? Because now I don't know how to put it. It's not saying that you're not inspired here, but
right.
I'll give an example. I don't want to say I was going through like a little block or whatever, but I don't know. During the winter time, it's just like a strange period for me. It's always been like that. I do a lot of consuming and appreciating, and then once the weather breaks, it's like, all right, I don't know. But the point is that I went to Trinidad, say in January, and I just went ape shit. I just went like,
it's right. It's something about the sun and palm trees.
Okay, so I was right.
Yeah.
So it's kind
something
of
about it.
Okay.
It's something about it, bro. I was chopping records that I was like here. I was like, get the fuck out of here. I'm not sampling that. Like, bro, I was flipping records like I had no business flipping, bro. Like it was crazy. I was like, yo, how the fuck did I think of that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yo, I know what you got.
Yeah.
That's the part that I found. And now I just want to focus it on you because I find that to be interesting because I like even say from some of my favorite artists and I hear that, like even when Kanye said he went to Wyoming, that's just one of the most recent ones. But I've heard artists like say locally, they'll be like, yo, we're packing up we're going to upstate New York for like a week to work on this project, whatever the case is, or just to clear their mind, just to get out of the realm that they're in. But that kind of triggers creativity in a weird way. I don't know. Like,
here's what else. Well, it's like a change of venue, but you know what? You could do that in the sanctity of your own studio, and this is how you can do it. And I saw somebody post this online, and I thought it was bullshit, but then I actually tried it myself, and it actually works. So you're sitting in your studio, right? You got your drum machine here, got your keyboard over here, got the computer or the whatever have you in front of you and stuff, right? So you take a good look at where everything is and just switch that shit around. Guaranteed you'll get some inspiration. Don't tell me why. Don't ask me why. It just happens.
That is so great.
Yeah, just you like move your drum machine to the other side of the desk, move your keyboard to where your drum machine was, move the computer to the other side of the room maybe. You know what I'm saying? But don't mess up your your workflow, but
That's so freaky. Wait, hold up. That's so freaky, it's fucking true. That's so freaky, it's scary, because I tell you a true fucking fact. I literally had the machine on the right side of my desk. I had the push on the left side of my desk. And I'm like, yo, I'm doing this machine shit, da-da-da-da. But I was like, my bread and butter is Ableton. And it's too hard for me to go from, I'm a right-handed guy, so let me swap. Bro, I kid you not, the moment I swapped it, it was like, bro, it was game. But I just find that crazy because the moment you said that, it's like, yeah, just switch it around and you'll get it.
Yeah.
That is so
It's
fucking
like,
crazy.
And then you go, why didn't I have this over here before, bro?
Yo, I swear. Oh my God.
Yeah, bro.
You like to read in my mind.
I'm telling you. Because I did that recently. I had my MPC in front of me, and then my Ableton Push 2 up on this laptop stand. Yeah. And then a couple of months ago, I switched them. Mm. And then, every time I sit down, I want to make mad joints now. It's crazy.
That is crazy. I think
it's crazy.
That is so fascinating. And and like I said, I'm only getting so like because you literally just told me this, and it's crazy. Yeah, like that is interesting. So now I want to bring this up because I go through this all the time. I hit blocks, I hit walls. I feel everybody does, whether you're a writer, a producer, it doesn't matter what it is. When you're a creative, so when you hit a wall, if you hit a wall, mm-hmm. What is your escape? You feel me? Because I feel like you're in an escape room now.
To get back to being inspired?
Yeah, not even to say inspired, but just to get out of that. Because you may be inspired, but you might just hit a wall. Like, damn, where the fuck do I go? Or, however it may be. But, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, how do you jog that? Yeah.
Okay, this is what you do. There's a couple of ways to go about it. You could turn off whatever you're working on and leave the house. Go out. Just go. Get out. Just leave. And maybe you'll be inspired by something that you see out in the world. Then come back and knock it out. If that doesn't work, me personally, what I do is I use that time to go in my sound libraries and organize, make like, you know what I'm saying? Because you can never have too many drums, Use that time to listen to more samples. You know what I'm saying? Maybe something will hit you. Another way you can get over the block is get out of that. Like, in other words, if you're making something, if you're making a couple of hip hop joints, try messing with another genre. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And delve into that. What else? Yeah, that's all I got for that. But
yeah, no, it's
you can try those.
Yeah, no, it was just a question that comes up because I talk to creators all the time. Like I even spoke to a writer, and I found that interesting. I was like, I just thought that shit was just flow, but like I get it though. It come, it just be like a creative overflow at times, because sometimes it's just coming.
Yo, bruh, inspiration hits me at the worst times. Like I be at work. Like at the jail, and an idea for a beat hit me. Like, God damn it! You know what I'm saying?
My God.
And where I work at, you're not allowed to use cell phones, so it's not like I can hum it into my phone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Absolutely. Oh my gosh, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, it's crazy. So like.
Oh wow!
But now, yeah, it is what it is. But thankfully, as of late, I've been lucky with my inspiration as far as be able to lay it down, because like recently I switched up how I make music now, and the times of day I make music now, because really? I work in the evening between 3 and like 1:30 a.m.
Okay.
Right? So I get off like 1:30 a.m. So what I do is, as soon as I get home, I go to sleep. Right? Yep. And because me, it's important for me to get my full night's sleep. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I don't believe in that genre, like that not a genre, but that mantra of, oh, yo, you gotta no sleep, all this stuff. Nah. I don't do that. I don't do that. So what I do is I make sure I get that 8 hours in. So I go to sleep around 1:30 and I'm waking up like about 9:30ish.
Okay.
Then boom, right to the studio.
Wow.
So from 9 till about 3 o'clock, I'm working on music every single day. And ever since, and I just recently started doing this. I've been doing it for about a month now. I've gotten so much work done, bro. Okay. It's crazy. I wish I would have thought about this sooner. I would have had so many projects finished favors I would have been able to do for people that I didn't. But I had to figure it out on my own. You know where I learned it from? I learned it from. I was watching a YouTube video, and it was a guy from the military talking about time management, and I picked it up from him. And it was like I set these alarms on my cell phone or whatever, like, and to go off every like hour, either every hour blocks or every 2 to 3 hour blocks. And when my cell phone alarm goes off at 3 o'clock, time to ready to go to work. You know what I'm saying? So I put that in, and then the whole process starts all over again.
I like that.
That's it.
That is very interesting. That is very
bro.
And now I have another question, because it's funny, because I saw an interview years ago with Salam Remy, and he said that he likes making music in the daytime. Now, I'm just curious, is it the switch in the day, in the switch in the cycle that, because I don't know if you were a nighttime producer, afternoon or mid or early morning, but is it the time management that made you more efficient, or the time and day that made you more efficient?
The time management made me more efficient. Time management, because it's something about waking up in the morning and like it. Well, actually, let me back up a little bit. It's exciting to get home from work, right? From your JO, and then you're going to sleep like, yo, when I wake up in the morning, yo, I'm fire. Like, it's just something about that, bro. Like,
that's a fact. That is like, a fact.
Word up. And it's like you got mad time. Like, it's crazy. Because sometimes, yo, it's like, yo, you be doing so many joints. You be like, yo, it's time to go to work already. Fuck. So that alarm go off and shit. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Yeah, yo.
No, absolutely. And I find that interesting. So but the thing I find more interesting is that the time management improves. So it doesn't matter what time of day. So you're not a producer that you get cooking whenever. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
All right, bet. So
but for the producers that do it, for the producers that have a full-time job, time management is very, very important, because you don't want to fuck up your daytime gig because you're tired from making beats, or vice versa. You don't want to you don't want to be tired from your gig and not make any music because you're tired. So with the time management, you're good to go. You can get both done. Have time for a relationship, have time for the music, and have time for work. So it's threefold. You know what I'm saying?
Very interesting. Yeah, I might have to look up that video. I find that that's
man.
Deep.
I can't remember, but I know it was a guy from the military.
Okay.
A guy from the military, and you know the military, they don't play when it comes to waking up at the crack of dawn to get it done.
Yeah, you ain't never lie.
Yeah, because my wife's father is retired military. And he has his routine. He wakes up early every morning and get it done.
Oh wow. Yeah, he probably been doing that for years too. So it ain't no joke. Yep. Wow. All right, so I got a few more questions for you, so you know. But one of the questions I wanted to know was that, because especially that you said you're more into music theory, I find that to be interesting. Because I want to talk on that, because I think it's important for all musicians, especially sample-based. I don't ever want to categorize you, but I categorize myself as a sample-based producer, and I found it to be very important to learn music theory or chord progression.
Absolutely. Very, very important to learn music theory. Very important. Let me tell you why.
Please.
Okay. Let's say, because I'm in a in the beginning stages of owning my own business now, and I just started a music production company.
Okay.
About a year ago, and I want to score for movies and television and commercials and stuff like that. So, they frown upon the use of samples.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? Well, not really frown upon, but I'm just saying, like,
no, that's interesting.
When it comes to that type of stuff, you might as well just do something original, because you don't want to share your publishing, and that's cutting into your bottom line.
Facts.
That's the only reason why, you know what I'm saying? But like, you know me, and you know how I get down. I'm a sample-based producer all day. But when it comes to that lane, I'd rather make original music and for that lane. So that's why I would say, in that regard, knowing music theory is important. Now, as far as the producer side of things outside of that lane, here's why, in my opinion, that music theory is important.
Okay.
Now, let's say you got this sample, right? It's cool. You chopped it up. You flipped it. It's dope. You got the drums. The drums sounded nice. Okay. But you don't know music theory, so you don't know how to even begin to play that bass line, bro.
Facts.
I mean, some of us are lucky enough to, you hit that first key on the keyboard, like, oh, that sounds just like it.
Yeah. yeah, you're right.
Sometimes it happens, but sometimes it don't. You feel me? So that's where music theory comes in. If you know the key of that song, and you know that you got to go down 3 octaves to get that, or go up 3 octaves to get that that first nice bass note, and play the chord progression of that bass note the bass notes that you need. That's why music theory is important. And then when you got your bass line, and then you can play the accompaniment around the sample. Yeah. So your production, your beat is not heavily reliant on just the sample. When you drop out the sample and it's just your melodies playing or whatever that you played around the sample, that's another important aspect of music theory also, because now you're building a lane for the beat that you're making that gives it depth. You feel me? Character. And it's like the instrumentation is like everywhere. It's cohesive. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's why the music theory is important.
No, absolutely. I feel like that was a great breakdown and explanation on from both aspects. One, from the publishing and royalties point of view, and two, from just actually being more creative and instrumental.
Big rent money, son.
Straight facts, man. Yeah, like, man. I'm not even gonna hold you. I had I told a story to my mans a few summers ago. Actually 2017. So I do the YouTube thing, and I was doing a beat tutorial. So I was doing some shit, and I did a beat remake. And I'm gonna be straight to it. This was one of my first ever. I'm not even gonna hold you. I was like, this shit is easy. I'm like, I could throw this shit together, and I know, like, literally, it's like I know these samples. Yeah. So I did that. I put it together, but now this was one of my first run-ins with the labels as far as with clearance, samples, and publishing.
Right.
I didn't know they were on YouTube. That's number one.
So, what?
Pardon my ignorance.
They like the FBI out there. What?
Wait, yo.
They don't play.
What? They do not fucking play. Yo, just to make a long story short, they threw a tag on the video. Boom. They're like, do you want to dispute it? I thought about it. They was like, if you dispute it, you get a strike. I'm like, oh, shit. This ain't like a regular nigga. So I'm like, all right. I'm like, fuck it, so be it. So they let me keep 80% of the profit. I was like, all right, that's good. You feel me? It was doing numbers. So I was like, all right, bet 80%. A month later, they was like, yo, you get they take 60%. I'm getting 40. Now I'm getting 20%, and they done put a fucking copyright on the fucking video, the beat remake, and the other. These niggas went full house on, bro. I'm talking, but they waited till this shit hit a couple 100,000.
Yeah, demonetization. Yeah,
bro, you know when the shit was doing like 10, 20, 30,000.
They didn't even care.
They didn't give a fuck. They didn't give a fuck.
Once they start making money,
oh, they need all of that. They need it. And now I'm at the dilemma, like, do I take this shit down and get nothing? Because they're getting 90%. Bro, I'm kidding you not. This was like altogether, say all three, probably like about an 80 something a month. Because you know how YouTube works with the ad revenue and shit. But the point to be said is like, I'm seeing none of that. If I'm lucky, I'm seeing like $8, $8 to $12.
I'll tell you a funny story. What's messing with? I put because my label, High Water Music they have their it's a couple of them. They have their own publishing companies that they deal with or whatever. But I have, as an artist, I have my own YouTube page. Yeah. So I posted a couple of my music videos on my YouTube page. What's messing with? I got a copyright from my distributor.
Are you saying that's funny?
That I'm stealing music from MentPlus. You need to cease and desist.
That's funny.
I'm like, hold up, I am MentPlus. That's me.
Hey, that's funny.
I'm like, yo, that's me, bro.
I can't steal from me, man. How do we work this
that's crazy. They're trying to demonetize my shit. It was crazy. So I had to call the label and straighten that shit out.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
because you got to remember, because that was mechanical royalties.
Yeah.
So pretty much I was stealing mechanical royalties for myself and paying myself.
Yeah, wait, that's the crazy shit when they break it down. But no, you're right.
Yeah,
But then again,
yeah,
like you said, with the mechanical royalties, that was another thing that that was interesting too. Because you
yeah,
don't only get paid for the download, you get paid when I forgot the shit. When they click the download, it's something
yeah,
crazy with the mechanical
yeah.
down with the royalty. But I'm like, what? I was like, I
Yeah,
get
if it
paid
plays,
for.
I think if it plays past a minute or something like that,
Yeah.
that's a play.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm like, that's crazy. But I'm
yeah,
like, but like you said, all that shit adds up, and this is shit that this is information that not just producers. I feel artists,
yeah.
anyone in the industry should know. Because I don't want to say you. You're in the game and you already know. But we're surprised at the amount of people that's in the game now or coming in the game that doesn't know this stuff, expecting to make money or any type of profit. And I find that to be, fascinating because this shit's a fucking wolf, man. This shit's a fucking
Yeah.
wolf. Um,
Yeah.
but not to stay there too long. I just want to ask one quick thought is like what's your vision on the production and where it's going now?
Oh man.
Because you're a DJ producer. You started out
Yeah.
on analog. And I bring this up mainly because you said you catch ideas and you hum them. So I'm wondering,
Yeah.
do you use the phone apps now? Because production is, it's on the phone. It's on everything is digitalized. So I'm just trying to figure out. They just released a Kai Force. I'm like, wait, that's the way I feel too. That's the
bro,
way,
bro. That's a whole other show, bro.
Yeah. That's
how I feel about that. I could talk to you for a whole other hour on that, bro.
Oh yeah, we gotta
whole
be
other hour.
We're gonna have to bring you back for that one. We're gonna have to bring you back for that one. Wait,
dude. Oh my god.
Because I got some gripes on that too.
Ooh,
but
me too, bro. Oh my god, man.
Akai, man.
They try to hey, look, kids, something shiny.
Yo, I feel like they're trying too hard.
Yeah,
and they're just
too hard, bro.
Like I think everything after the fucking 2500, they just fucking shit the bed.
Yeah, yo. Yep.
I can honestly say that. That was like the last of the dying breed. Then everything else was just like fuck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, bro.
But when you see it now with everything going digital, are you embracing the digital? Are you still analog?
Yes. Yeah. No. I'm both. Like, I'm an analog dude, but yo, I'm open to getting to the next level and evolving. Like, because I like perfect example. I saw something that was really interesting on YouTube. There's quite a few applications now. Ooh, man, it's crazy. Where you actually don't even need to know music theory. They have artificial intelligence within the software. All you have to do is know the basic root note, and it will create a riff for you.
That's a fact.
Example, Easy Keys. I'm sure you heard of it.
No, I didn't hear that one.
Easy Keys. Check this out. So Easy Keys, right?
Yeah.
I forget what company. Easy Keys is not that bad though. There's Easy Keys. They got Scalar. They have Captain Keys, Captain Chords, Captain Melody, where all you have to do is know that basic chord or that basic key, and it'll come up with.
I'm gonna cut in real quick. Cause I felt some type of way when the Native Instruments released their keyboards for that same exact reason. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not a professional music theorist. I'm like probably level 2.5, maybe. The point is that I took the time to study and learn, and the scales, the chords. Granted, the weed probably deteriorated most of the memory, but the fact is, I took the time to learn. You get what I'm saying? I took the time to learn this shit, and then they create a keyboard where it's like, yo, just pick your scale, press your note, and it'll tell you every other key in that note, the scale, and everything. I'm like, what? Yep. Bro, I studied this shit for months to figure this shit out. And you're telling me they make a keyboard, and for $800, they'll do it for you? I'm like,
that's what it's come to now, man.
But it's only upsetting, like I said, like, when you take the time out, it's like chopping samples. I'm not gonna lie to you. I do a few videos on that on YouTube, and they get a few hits. But the point is that I find that to be an art style or art form. Let me correct that. That's an art form that you really, just like playing the piano. That's an art form. chopping sample. I'm gonna be honest, I take that very near and dear to my heart. I've studied
especially
this.
when you do it on vintage gear.
Oh,
Yes.
absolutely. Now,
Absolutely.
it's not even for me to go off on a tangent, but it's like when you go on YouTube and you see people trying to fast track the process, I don't know about you, but I take that as disrespect.
Yeah.
I take that as disrespect when you came from like 6 seconds on an MPC. When you came from an MPC period or any type of drum machine or keyboard with 6 seconds or 2 seconds, let's really be honest. You got a memory card, you got a memory upgrade if you got 6 or 12 seconds. It's really like about 3 or 5. You feel me?
Wait, could we drop the jewel about putting the record on 4578 to get the maximum and then pitching it down? Could we drop that jewel?
Yes, absolutely. You have to put that shit in 45, speed it up to get the max, then slow that bitch down to get the bro. But cats didn't understand that.
Yeah.
But you see, but then I'm gonna be honest, that's what gets me upset. You know, granted, like I understand the direction shit is going, but I feel that's the one part of the game you can't fast track. Because I see Machine doing it now. Easy chop your sample. You can't easy chop the sample, fam. Like they can't chop the fucking 3-second riff. They can't. Because the point I'm trying to get to is that you still need to have an ear. You still need to understand chords, chord progression. You get what I'm saying? So I don't care how much fast tracking you try to give these people. You still without the ear, you got nothing.
I'm gonna keep it 100 though. I like remember when back to what I was saying when I was out in Cali. Like I was purposely trolling on purpose, like chopping like dumb shit, like because I got this new Serato sent me an artist copy of Serato sample.
Okay.
For me to try out or whatever, and they gave it to me because they saw that I had a lot of views on my Serato sample demo videos, and they were like, "Yo, well, thanks for doing the videos and making it popular, or whatever." And they sent me some free shit to whatever. So at that point, I just started trolling and just blatantly chopping, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
just cause.
Dumb easy shit, like, to let people know, like, it ain't what you chop, it's how.
No, absolutely.
You chopping it, like, because people, like, all of my comments, like, yo, I would have never thought of it that way. Like, like the one that comes to mind is what I did to the Aha record, the Take On Me, with the filters and the chops and all that. It's like, like,
because the thing is, you push the envelope in a direction. I don't want to say a direction they weren't thinking, but you can't. Like, how the best way I say it is when everyone's zigging, you got to zag.
Yeah, bro.
I'm like, as corny as that may sound, but that's the truth, though. Everyone is going like, all right, I got to go this way. You know? Yeah. And it's like, and it's funny you said that because it's like, I forgot. It was a sample. I sent it to my mans a while ago, but it's funny you said that. I sent him the joint. He was like, yo, this shit's crazy. And I'm like, bro, you would never believe the fucking song it was. And I'm like, wait, what song is it? I'm like, bro, that's Dancing Queen. He's like, what? This is but wait. But the point to be said is that, like you said, you just got to have the ear. You do it in some unorthodox way. But the
drum machines got no soul, bro.
They don't. You get what I'm saying? And I feel like that's the shit. Like, you can't teach that. You can't. There's certain elements you can't. And like, I saw a video with Ninth Wonder where he was just talking about chord progressions and I forgot the video, but I thought it was just fascinating because that shit resonated with me. Because till today, I'm like, no, he's absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Because, you know, a C chord, you got to know which that shit pairs with. Certain excuse me, certain genres of music, depending on what you're looking for. That's where music appreciation comes in. So you want to get some brass. What genres has heavy on brass? Who was doing heavy on strings back in the day? Who did the guitars, you know? There was a lot of people who was good on the on singing, the groups, the cadences. Like you get it's crazy. I tell it's just deep. I don't want to go in. It just, and you understand, you know, but it's just, bro. I'm just ranting and venting now because like I see the shit and I feel like that's one thing you can't like. It's a special thing, man. It's an art form, and I feel like it should be treated as such, you know. But like I said, enough of my fucking ranting at the fucking end. You get what I'm saying, man? Yeah, no, man.
Old man radio.
Yeah, wait. When it comes to just to top it off, when it comes to certain shit like that, man, you gotta respect the craft, man.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be honest, because that's the shit that really built the found. Because now when you look back and see, like I said, I did disco. I'm listening to a lot of disco and stuff, and I listen to Giorgio Moroder because he was very heavy. He was big not only, and that's another thing too. A lot of these disco cats, they transcended in different genres. But the point to be said is that these dudes was using CV. To appreciate, man. Like, to do a CV, no click, like, come on, man. Like, this is stuff that you can't, it's like the foregrounds. But like I said, it was a pleasure having you on, man. You know, it's been well over an hour plus. I don't know if you have any...
right? Dude, we can go for another hour, bro.
You know, like real talk.
It's music, yo. You know what I'm saying?
So you know, it just flows organically, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
But outside of that, man, it's just that I do want to say this in closing. What's your thoughts on records, vinyl becoming the more popular medium or the most popular medium now?
I laugh. You know why? Because with cats like me and you, it's been popular, bro. Y'all late.
I've been telling cats this, but wait, I've been telling this for years, but now when you look at it and it transcends, niggas never understood 10 years ago why I was buying vinyl. Wait. Well, I don't mean vinyl to sample. I mean like buying vinyl to listen to.
To listen to, exactly.
They couldn't understand it then. And I'm like, bro, this shit is this is the one medium that's gonna inflate.
Yep. You know what I'm saying? CDs fell by the wayside. All that other shit fell by the wayside. Vinyl's still around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm speaking from a DJ standpoint. Like I like people be so amazed when I be like DJing with 45s. They just be standing there looking like, how does he do that with those little records?
Lord forbid you pull out a 33. What's that?
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy, bro. Like, crazy.
No, you absolutely. But you know, but then again, like that falls back on the part of the game. Like you can't take away from it. Like I'm not gonna lie. I've YouTube and the digital era have spoiled me. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, I gotta confess to it. I've gotten some samples off YouTube, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I've also complained they're too clean. They're too clean. They're too. I don't say clean in a bad way, if that makes any sense. But you know, when you get a vinyl, it sounds a certain.
Sounds that warmth.
Yeah, absolutely.
Warmth,
absolutely.
Yeah, man.
So you know, I'm not even gonna hold you. Little mama in the background woke up, so that's probably my cue. But at the same time, this was a good show. We did at least an hour and 45. But I'm gonna chop it up. I'm gonna put it out. We're available everywhere, so that's the beauty about our podcast. So it doesn't matter where you listen to it at or how you want to listen to it. We're literally everywhere.
Hey, can I plug my podcast?
Absolutely, please, absolutely.
Okay, you can catch me, DJ MentPlus, or MentPlus as they call me, on Bushwick Radio at www.neversaynever.com, or you can download the Bushwick Radio app on speaker for the Android or at the App Store or at the Apple Store, Bushwick Radio app. And my show, the Open Handed Show, you can listen to that every Saturday, 3 to 4 p.m., where I spend anything that's good. Right now, I'm in my breaks phase, original breaks and samples. So, come holler at me. I got them breaks for you, baby.
No, that's what I fucking love. And absolutely, plug your show. This is what we do here. And and it's a beautiful thing because it's like you said, you're spinning records, you're playing hip hop. Come, little mama. Yeah, she had to come and get her shine on. But at the same time, I thank you. I thank you for coming on. I thank you for spending time. I thank you for keeping the culture and the essence of pure hip hop alive. That's one thing as well too. Like I said, I admire and I find what you do very motivational and inspirational. I have nothing wrong of being a fan of what you do. And I say that, and this is one thing too. I know I say this in closing, but I feel like a lot of our peers, or I don't want to say a lot, but I've seen a lot of people we have come up with either hang it up or stop, or you know what I'm saying. I understand. Yeah. But when I see yourself and other of my peers still going and still doing it, that's motivational. That's very inspirational, and I thank you for that.
Yeah, man.
Keep that fucking fire burning.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Absolutely. But like I said, this is the Daily Heat Check Smokecast. You can find me, Piff Beats, at Twitter and on Instagram at Piff Beats with a Z. MentPlus, please, brother, thank you for coming on. Tell them where they can find you.
Rod's dad, you can catch me at at MentPlus, MENTPLUS _ on Twitter, and at MENTPLUS _ on Instagram also.
It's been a pleasure, my brother. Thank you. We'll have you
All
back
right.
on. Oh, and I mean that. We're going to have our MPC Force debate. So
Woo!
that's going to be soon. So we're going to have that on.
We might make that podcast like 5 hours.
Yeah. Absolutely. Wait, and I'm dead serious. So wait, we're going to plan this out sometime soon. But I'm going to definitely text you. But we'll stay in touch. And like I said, thank you, brother. It's been a pleasure.